back to my channel. For today's video, I decided that I was gonna do like of course I'm gonna do a Valentine's Day video based on the title of this video, but I wanted to make it a little different, whereas I'm gonna do a chit chat, but I'm gonna talk about the whole idea of Valentine's Day and basically for me, where I am, where I stand with that, and some motivation, I guess, some empowerment and some love, not just for some special person, but for yourself as a whole. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions for me. What else? And stay tuned. Let's get started. I use shea butter on my face, so it looks oily right now. So right now I'm gonna use my Sephora Natural Matte Blotting Paper. That's what I'm gonna use right now. And I'm gonna use it to mattify my face, so that once I put my primer on and when I finish my makeup as a whole, I won't look shiny and greasy and a glazed donut. Watch, you don't see all the oil on my skin once I'm doing this. Look at that. You see it? You know, one thing that bothers me a lot, like with makeup and what people think makeup is, people automatically assume that we wear makeup, or people who like wear makeup, and people who don't, they assume that we're not confident, or they assume that we wear it for insecurity reasons. And I mean, I can see where they're coming from with that, but at the end of the day, it's like, I'm doing this because I like doing it, not because of what you think, but because of what I like to do and like what my passion is. And doing makeup is something that I like to do, and it's an art, and it's for fun, and it's entertaining. Look at that. This is all oil. That's disgusting. You just gotta hit your head a bit so you can get all that oil. I'm just being extra, don't slap your head. Next you know, you give yourself a concussion. But I do not suggest people who already have dry skin to blot out their faces, because when you're gonna blot out, you're gonna have no oil to blot out. But for people who have oily skin, like really extremely oily skin, I suggest that you blot beforehand. And yeah, because if you don't, you won't be looking like a glazed donut by the end of the night with your makeup. Now I'm going to be going in with my NARS Oil-Free Pro Prime Pore Refining Primer. I really like this primer just because of the fact that it's not necessarily one of those primers where you put it on and it leaves your face kind of like dry and smooth. But it's one that once you put it on, it will also moisturize your skin. And it leaves like a sticky base, so when you do apply your makeup, it stays and it lasts longer. And it does the job of what a primer is supposed to do. And that's why it's called a primer. What do I do next? Oh, my eyebrows. That's what I do next, my eyebrows. Okay, for my eyebrows, since I do not have my baby, which is the Benefit Precisely My Brow, I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills color in the dark brown shade. And I'm going to use it to fill my eyebrows in. I don't want to fill them in too much, or you don't want to fill them in too much, because if you do, you're going to look like you have two dark lines across your forehead. Actually, guys, that's what we're going to do. My friend's going to ask me some questions, so you may not see her face, but our listeners are going to be asking me questions about like Valentine's Day.
So, my question is.
Okay.
Do you think that it should be socially acceptable for women to take their own selves out during Valentine's Day? Or men to take their own selves out, like...
Okay, here's my thing. Like, when it comes to Valentine's Day and like, oh, you're going out with your date and stuff like that, I feel like you don't necessarily need to have somebody in order to treat yourself, and that's the thing. So many people believe that when it comes to Valentine's Day, you have to be with someone, and that's how I was genuinely. Like, I felt as though because I didn't have a boyfriend, I didn't have somebody by my side, that I can't celebrate Valentine's Day because I'm single and all this stuff. And it's like, I mean, for those of you who are in relationships and you have someone to give a gift to, go for it. But at the end of the day, Valentine's Day isn't just for people who are in love. It's for people who may be single, just like me. People who, you can give one to a family member, you can give it to a friend. Valentine's Day is just about loving people and not just people you are in love with. So my take on the whole Valentine's Day thing, it's like, you don't necessarily have to have somebody or have a man. And yes, it should be socially acceptable for a woman to be able to take herself out and not be bashed for it and be called uptight because she's by herself. That's a label women get a lot just because they don't have a man. They say they're uptight, picky.
Okay, so for people out there who don't particularly love themselves, what advice would you give them for this upcoming Valentine's Day?
People who don't love themselves.
Yeah, they haven't like studied the process.
Here's my thing. When it comes to loving yourself, it's not that I can't just be like, do this. You know, I feel like loving yourself comes with the process. Because even though I want to give advice to people about, like, we talked about this yesterday, even though I want to give advice to people about confidence and saying you should love yourself, there's more to it than me just telling you. It's a matter of you actually taking the action, you going through the steps of actually saying, I'm worth it, you love yourself, buy yourself things, go out to the movies by yourself, go eat dinner by yourself. Little things like that, it shows that you care for yourself. You don't necessarily need to be around people or be next to someone in order to have fun or, you know, love yourself or show love for yourself. So when it comes to advice about people, steps towards loving yourself, I feel like that's something that you need to take initiative towards doing. I can say, do this. I can say, simple thing, go to the mirror, look at yourself, accept your flaws. Say I'm beautiful, say I'm this. But you have to mean it when you say it. It's not just you saying it, you know? So people who are trying to love themselves or going through that process, it's just like a daily thing. You gotta keep telling yourself that you're worth it. And once you keep telling yourself, you're gonna believe it at the end of the day, because you keep telling yourself that.
For people who don't really know how to put their needs above others, what advice would you give them? What would you tell them?
People who don't know how to put their needs before others?
Yeah, because with loving yourselves comes you need to spend more time with yourself than you can for other people. You want to give yourself before you can give it to others. So what would you tell people who don't necessarily
know how to do that?
Yeah.
Personally, like with me, I'm a people pleaser. I like to make sure other people are okay. I like to make sure other people are thinking right of me rather than me thinking of me first and then later worrying about what other people say. So I feel like what people should do when it comes to you worrying about others is starting to actually say and realize what the problem is, and realize because you're being affected by what other people are saying, what they're doing, what they're making you do, you start to slowly worry about, okay, where am I in life? It's that whole journey of confidence, and especially on Valentine's Day, people are so worried, oh, I don't have anybody to please, I don't have anybody to give a gift to. It's like, do you need to give a gift to somebody? Is it really that serious? Exactly, give a gift to yourself. You don't necessarily have to give it to somebody in order to feel like you're the one, because at the end of the day, you'll have you by yourself. The only person you have is yourself. Even if you are in a relationship, the most trustworthy person, honestly, is yourself, no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation. So it's like, treat yourself. Don't worry about what someone else is going to say about you. Don't worry about, it's easy for me to say that because I still worry about, because personally I still worry about what people say about me, but it's more so taking the action of doing it, and it's a step-by-step process. So you just got to keep at it and just think about where you are in life and make sure that you're okay before you start to worry about somebody else. Okay, now that I filled my eyebrows in, I'm going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer to shape my eyebrows, you know, clean up a little mess that I got going on in my eyebrows.
What was holding you back from loving yourself in the first place? Like, what were the barriers that you had to overcome in order to fully and truly believe that you're special and that you're beautiful?
I feel like the barriers that I have to overcome would be the things that I told myself. Because even though people said all these things about me, I could have chose to ignore what people were saying about me quick, in like a blink of an eye. I could have just not let it affect me, but I did. And with that came with the battle of me fighting with myself constantly in my head, because I was so worried about, oh gosh, I hope this person thinks good of me. I hope this person is this about me. And I still struggle with that today, because I have to keep reminding myself that what people say is just what people say. That's not what you're saying about yourself. That's not what you think about yourself. So the biggest obstacle that I had to face was basically the things I told myself and what I would treat, the ways in which I would treat myself. Fine, I'll keep that in there. I'm gonna keep that in there.
Do it.
There's somebody looking at me crazy. People do that. They act like they don't fart. I don't, you know what? This is Valentine's Day and I'ma love everything. I fart. I don't care where I am. I don't care who I'm with. If I'm in public at a store, I'm gonna do a little toot. Maybe I may act like, you know, I'll go somewhere in a secret corner and just, you know, do a little toot toot and leave. But it's like, it's natural. People fart. Like, why is this such a, oh my God thing? Or I'm using a flat brush to shape my eyebrows. Now that that's dead, I'm going to use my NARS concealer again, and because this foundation is like kind of dark, I couldn't find like the exact shade. I'm gonna mix it, so I'm gonna use a bit of this NARS concealer, and I'm gonna mix it with my LA Girl foundation. I forgot to tell you guys the color. The color of this foundation is coffee. So this is coffee, and this one is Amande. I like to say it like that because it makes me feel like I'm bougie, like I'm using some foreign stuff. And the brush that I'm going to use for my foundation is the Morphe M439 buffer brush. This thing is amazing because it gives your foundation like a airbrush feel. You know, it looks like, you know, smooth and clear. I really love this foundation brush. Now I'm going to put this one, you know. And I realize this actually works really well because this concealer is kind of my skin tone. And so when I put it all over my face and, you know, I mix it with that foundation, it gives me the perfect skin tone. And I'm just gonna put like three and a half pumps of this stuff.
Oh, okay, so talk about, what if like you just got into a new relationship around the time of Valentine's Day? Are you required to get your man or your woman something?
You know what, even if you just got into a relationship, it should still be the same thing of, you know, you just showing love, let's say a week before, even like a day before, it's just you showing love to that person. Ooh, you guys, when I put foundation on, I put it on my ears, my neck, everywhere, just so everywhere looks like matching.
Okay, so what does unconditional self-love look like for you on a daily basis?
Unconditional self-love, blocking out the haters. Because you can, when I say blocking out the haters, I don't mean people who are talking about you. You can be your own hater. You can be your worst enemy. You can be your worst nightmare because of what you tell yourself. Because what you tell yourself, you later on believe it. The fact that you always tell yourself, you know, negative comments or positive comments, whatever it may be, it may shape the ways that you think about yourself. So when it comes to unconditional love or unconditional self-love, personally for me, I like to, you know, snap out of what the things I may be telling myself. So negative comments that I tell myself, or oh my God, or I worry about what other people are saying, or I worry about what I look like, I just snap out of it and say, you're being ridiculous. And right now I'm using my NARS concealer, the concealer again, and I'm using it to highlight underneath my eyes. I'm gonna put it on my T-zone and then on my chin. What
type of mindsets do your friends have that you hang out with now? I don't mean like who in particular.
Okay, yeah. But let me say this, about people I hang out with, and what I'm realizing now is, not everyone in life is going to be your best friend. Not everyone you talk to or meet in life is going to understand what you're trying to do. Not everyone's going to support what you're doing in life. Not everyone's going to, you know, be there for you. The reality of it is there's people in this world who don't support people's success. There's people who don't support anything positive that you're doing because they may not be working towards their goal and they want to hate on somebody else because it makes them feel better. And that's where bullying comes in. So I like to surround myself with people who are not just supportive of me, but have a goal in life and are trying to get somewhere and be someone. And they're working on it. I'm not going to seclude people. I'm just a friendly person. I like to talk to everybody. But it's just that for me and like where I'm trying to be in life, I want people to support what I'm doing and I want to support what other people are doing. I like to surround myself with positive energy, you know, positive vibes. Positive vibes get you a long way, and those are people who will stick by you for a while, for a long time. So I like to use two concealers, and the one I'm using now is a lighter color. This is by LA Girl, the LA Girl Pro Conceal, or HD High Definition. And I like to use this lighter one and put it around, like on the outside, to define my highlighter. Yep, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Yep. Stella Bailey calls her beauty blender Booty Blender, and it's hilarious. I wish she knew who I was. That'd be cool if Stella Bailey knew me. Okay, now I'm going to use my beauty blender. I'm going to blend out the concealer that's underneath my eyes. Okay, it'll go away. Okay, and now that that's did, I like to go back in with a bit of my foundation and just use it to blend out the concealer so you don't really see it a lot.
Why are people always trying to tear you down in some way? Like, why
I feel like people
trying to dim your light?
I feel like people try, because they ain't got no light to shine. That's why people dim others' lights, because they ain't got no light to shine. And that's the thing. So many people, and that's the problem, so many people want to put others down because they ain't got no light to shine. But when somebody else shining their light brighter than theirs, they want to put somebody else down. And that's the sad part. Because I feel like you should just support somebody if they're trying to be something in life. Don't bring them down. Don't tell them that they can't do it or make them feel like they can't do it, because watch them do it. You're going to sit there with your mouth shut. Because people, at the end of the day, in this world, this life, so many people are going to put you down, but it's up to you yourself to keep going. People can say all they want to say about me, but at the end of the day, I'm going to have to be like, are they dictating my life or I'm dictating my life? Okay, right now I'm setting underneath my eyes and I'm baking, but I don't like to bake for too long. I just bake like right after I finish putting all the powder on my face. I just brush it right off, because if I don't, that makes me look ashy. But right now I'm baking with my beauty blender, and I'm using the Laura Mercier medium tone translucent powder. Ooh, yes, bake. Haha. And now after that, I go in with a bigger brush. Oh no, not this one. I said I was gonna be bougie today. I'm gonna use my gold one. I'm gonna use this gold brush, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with the powder. You know, I just brush it on there. They don't like me to be cool. They don't like you.
Janera, what are you
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I also like to set my eyelids with the translucent powder, because then when I do my eyeshadow, it won't crease. Okay, now that that's did, I'm gonna use my MAC Blunt Blush, you know, and I'm gonna use that to contour my face. Sometimes I wonder like where my talent comes from, you know? You know when you're so good at something, you just like, how?
Oh my gosh, you make me
like I just like Chinera. How are you so talented and gifted? You see, I ask myself that question. You know, I be too talented sometimes. I just look at myself. I said, wow, I'm good. I'm very good. But no, let me humble myself real quick. You know, I don't know all the tricks and all the tips and all the stuff when it comes to makeup. Oh, I forgot to say what I'm doing. I'm using my BECCA highlighter in Topaz. This thing is amazing. This highlighter slays. When I say slays, it kills my life. The moment I put it on, I'm shining like star. Shining bright like a diamond. That's me. Shining bright like a diamond. That's me. Okay. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to go with this brush, and the color that I'm going to use first is this one. For my Morphe 35OM palette, I'm going to use this color first. I'm going to use this as my transition color, nothing too much, and you put as much as you need. You don't need to put a lot. Now with the same palette, I'm going to go in with this color. And now I'm using the Morphe M514 brush, and I'm going to put this one in my crease. The thing about the Morphe palettes is that they're very pigmented, so that means they work very well. But I'm going to put this in the crease of my eye. Crease, crease, crease. And I brush it up a bit so that when it comes to blending, it would be easier and it would come out nicer. Honestly, you guys, I don't even have like a specific look for this video or for this Valentine's Day. I'm just going with the flow with whatever color pops up to my head, whatever color calls me, you know, whichever one sounds fine to me. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go with my blending brush, and I'm using this Morphe blending brush, and you just use it to blend out the eyeshadow. Okay, and now for my lid, I'm gonna go in with this flat brush, and from my Tarte in Bloom palette, I'm going to use this shade. I'm gonna mix them actually. I'm going to use this one and this one and mix them. You know, I flabbergast myself sometimes. Like, I don't understand sometimes. Like, I'm slaying to the... But I'm going to use this candy glitter. So I'm going to use my duo glue to this one. My duo glue and put it in the inner corner of my eyes so that the glitter has something to stick to. I'm going to go in with my Morphe Y23 angled brush. And I'm going to use the Tarte clay paint liner. Yes. And we're gonna do this dramatic wing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Eyeliner Lord, be with me with this eyeliner. Okay, you guys, I will describe to you how I'm doing it, but I'd rather describe to you on a separate video, not while I'm doing it, because it's a serious matter. Jesus.
Both pointing to the heavens.
Look at this. You know what? Let me give myself some recognition right now. I'm going to go into my mascara and get my lower lashes first. Okay, before I put mascara on my top lashes, I like to go in with these eyelashes by Eyeshadow Definition Lashes number 126. Okay, hey guys, my camera decided to die while I was recording, so I put on my eyelashes and I put the eyeliner on my waterline off camera. I'm going to do my lips, and I'm going to go in with the Italia Deluxe. And I got these from like those Asian stores that you can, they sold this to me for like $1.99. It wasn't too expensive. Then I'm gonna go in with my Baby Lips Moisturizing Lip Gloss. And it gives it like a natural look. It's not like I'm shining, you know? I just don't look like glazed donuts. This looks nice, you guys. I think I would marry myself. Let me take myself out on a date. Watch. Okay, let me put my earrings on and unclip. But let's wrap this up. You guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to talk with you guys. I wanted to be a chit chat, get ready with me, because I wanted people to understand the value of what it means to genuinely love yourself. And it's not just a one-day thing, especially when it comes to Valentine's Day. If you don't have somebody with you by your side, that don't mean that you don't have the right to love yourself. Do it on a daily basis. Do it on a make it something constant. Don't just worry about Valentine's Day being the only day. I'm still working on that. I'm trying to tell myself, Chadidi, you're fine. You don't necessarily have to only look for love on Valentine's Day, you know? I want to be that type of person where I can go on a journey with other people, and it's not just me, you know, telling people what to do. I want you guys to do it as well, not just me talking. So I want you guys to take this video and take what I said and realize that love, confidence, all of that is a process. Don't just think it comes in the blink of an eye, in 2 minutes, in 1 second. It's a constant thing. So you guys, remain blessed, love yourself, be with yourself, you know? Don't be scared to be hurt, and just love, you know? Love all that you are, you know? Simply be unique, or simply be yourself, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat, follow me on Twitter. You can, I don't know about Facebook. If you want to add me on Facebook, go ahead. I mean, I'm on it, but not like that. But you can go ahead. And that's it. Peace, guys. Deuces. Love you.